Emefiele meets bail condition, leaves Kuje prison. So initially, Emefiele was making mouth when they charged him 300 million naira as a bail charge. And he said he doesn't have that kind of money, he can't pay the money. And said he would prefer to go to jail. So he was just making mouth, not that he meant it. Okay, now he has rallied around now and got that 300 million and now has satisfied his bail condition and has regained freedom back to his house. And I was wondering, with all the billions that he has stolen, it would be very absurd and unbelievable that he cannot find 300 million to bail himself from the court. That is unbelievable. And I'm sure this bailing is probably going to mark the beginning of his freedom, because the next thing is come to court today, come to court tomorrow, and before you know it, the case is cold and the case is dead. Because the way that matter is going, you're supposed to indict Buhari. Now the matter has gotten to Tunde Shaibu, who is the chief of staff to Buhari, and that has done a lot of atrocities, and there's no way to touch that boy that it will not touch Buhari himself. So with what is happening, I'm sure that case is about to end. The more you look, the less you see in the Nigerian system. Former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, has fulfilled the conditions of his bail as outlined by the court. Emefiele has therefore left the Kuje prison after meeting a 300 million naira bail condition. So where did he get the money? Is it that people donated for him? It was gathered that Emefiele's release warrant was signed by a vacation judge, Justice Othman Musa, on 22nd December 2023. Okay. Nigerian News records Emefiele was in November granted bail in the sum of 300 million and two sureties in like sum by Justice Hamza Muazu of the Federal Capital Territory High Court, Abuja. Now, the sureties must have certificates of occupancy and titles of properties within the Maitama district, according to the judge, and the former CBN governor was mandated to deposit all his travel documents with the registrar of the court and remain within the Abuja Municipal Council. Justice Mazu remanded Emefiele at the Kuje Correctional Center pending when he meets the bail condition. This comes 4 months after the Federal High Court sitting in Lagos granted him bail in the sum of 20 million naira. Now, the former CBN governor is standing trial for charges brought against him by the federal government for corrupt practices while in office. Now, back in June, President Bola Tinubu ordered the suspension of Emefiele from office as the CBN governor and was replaced by Olukoyede, or whatever they call him, the current Cardoso. Okay, Cardoso, the current CBN governor. That was his replacement. So my own is that we initially, Emefiele was saying that 300 million was too much and he doesn't have that kind of money, he can't pay, he would prefer to go to jail. So now it's time to go to jail. He has rallied around and produced that money. So where did he see the money? With all the millions he stole? I'm sure maltreating him is actually not the best, but somebody has to pay. And more people will need to pay. They need to go and bring that Tunde Shaibu, and they also need to bring in Buhari into this matter. That is it. People like Attorney General Federation, Malami, people like Isa Pantami, all those people need to come out and give account of how they spend the money put in their hand. Especially Isa Pantami that did NIN and did BVN and did everything and used it to cause problem in Nigeria. Power for this country, I'm telling you. So now Emefiele is out of the jail for now and now has gone home, but is to remain within Abuja with all his travel documents confiscated by the court and to remain within Abuja and not to go out of Abuja. I just hope that they will be able to hold him there. I'm sure that is the beginning of his freedom, because he will now have time to think and buy his buy judgment and buy justice from the court. Let's see a lot of comments here coming in from various individuals. Somebody said, bad news for him because he will be rearrested again sooner. he needs to do Xmas and New Year there. Olori Buruku Ole. What's the difference between what Emefiele did and what the current CBN governor is doing now? Confuse people. Exactly. Because the current CBN governor would not understand that guy's system. I tell you. And that was the guy they said he grounded Spring Bank with a very bad banking leadership appraiser. They made him CBN governor. What do you expect? I'm telling you, Nigeria will hear it. Nigeria will hear it. Only a fellow Biafran would make this stupid comment. What kind of comment are you talking about? Anyway, I don't have any trust with the system to jail this thief. This guy supposed to spend the rest of his life in jail. Don't worry, he will still go back to jail. Okay? Shebi, they pretend that he doesn't have that kind of money. Now, so you go take the spend them till they finish Emefiele. You know, they finish. That guy has stolen will not finish. That is it. He should be made to face court and all the nation's treasury he stole be recovered. This case should not be swept under the carpet. Nigerians and the whole world are watching. Exactly. But the only problem I have is that it's not only him that has done that. The current NNPCL Melekari, they need to look at what he's doing with NNPC. There are almost all of them in Nigerian politics. All Nigerian politicians and people in public office, either elected or appointed, all of them have corruption case in their head if we are to face the fact. But they say now who a mess exposed, now smell pass. Now be the thing. He will be rearrested again, okay? Because of the new findings against him, he needs to give the country back all he stole before he can get freedom. If not, he will face firing squad, I mean. And there's a guy, shut up, all of them are thieves, including you talking. So who are you to determine his fate? Now it's not, when chief terrorists speak, we know them because they legalized crime, okay, and hail criminals. That is exactly what's happening in Nigeria. Nigerians hail criminals. They give them recognition. That is how bad it is. And it's a very bad situation, I tell you the truth. Someone say, what an idiot. Probably armed robber defending his kind. You and your kind will die in prison. Can you imagine? So the thing here is that the man has secured bail and is back in his house. So he's back in his house. He's back in his house. Yeah? He's going nowhere. His passport is confiscated. Bible says the fool gather wealth and didn't know who will spend it. That is it. Serve Nigeria and come back in shame. God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and protect him. Okay, that's one's view. You are the dumbest man being on earth. So stop calling your wisest okay. Now, wow, Mr. Thief, he should be made to give account of Union Bank, Keystone Bank, and Polaris Bank he sold to himself via Stooge. Can you imagine? Nigeria with Wahala. This is a bad news in Nigeria. Criminals of the highest level, that is exactly what they are. Okay, that is what is happening. Emefiele has met his bail condition and has gone home for now. But he's still within Abuja because all his travel document has been taken from him and is restricted within Abuja. He cannot go outside Abuja. So thank you for listening and let's have your comment.